Now, let's try this enhanced prompt that we created to see whether we can create an entire directory. Once we have the CSV data, we will just prompt this. So when you saw the last video, we somehow created the directory sites, but there were some issues. So we refined this prompt to make the output better and less errors. Now, this is the first time we are going to try this prompt. We're going to be using now this GPT 4.19. So we are trying to use models that are cost effective. As you can see, this one just got 0.40 per million tokens. We have this beautiful data right here. I'm going to show you how you can acquire this data. This is going to be my new source of business listing because it's way cheaper than Outscraper. If you check the pricing of Outscraper, you will see for 1,000 records, it will cost you $3. So this one is 3 times cheaper than Outscraper, and it's unbelievably fast. You will get the result in seconds. So look at Outscraper. Sometimes it gets stuck. Look at this. I requested it around 3 or 2 days ago, and I think this task got stuck, and I don't know why. But this one, using JFast Scraper, it's really quick. In seconds, you will be able to capture this type of data right here. So you will see what I like here in JFast Scraper. It has this description that I can put in the content of my directory. So this one is pretty handy to use. That's why the data here in JFast Scraper, it's more comprehensive and faster. And what I like is a lot cheaper. As you can see here, when you go to get credits, you will see for $5, we can get 3,500 business listing, and it's just 1.43 per 1,000 listings compared to $3 per 1,000 records right here. And it's much cheaper if you will get the larger volume, and it has no subscription. It's credit based, and the scraping form right here, it's pretty simple. So you just need to select categories so you won't get confused at all, and then select the country just like that, and then the number of results. So you can type 2,000 if you want 2,000 business listings within this business categories and within this country. So it's pretty simple and it's pretty quick to get data. And if you see right here, I got this 1,200 data grocery store. So let's try download, and this is the 1,200 data. As you can see, I just scrape it really quick. In less than a minute, you will be able to get this number of data using this JFast Scraper. So that's what I like compared to Outscraper. Going back to our WordPress. So again, this is a new instance of WordPress running on my local. So you have to download this. It's called local WP, and you will be able to set up multiple WordPress in your local. That's why we need it in our local so that we will be able to run Pline. We'll be using Pline to demonstrate how we can instruct using this filter, this one from directory instructions right here. So let's go ahead and try. So before we go ahead with the prompt, we need to do some manual work, which very easy. It won't take you a minute. So first install a theme of your choice. So now let's just use Neve. So coming back to our local WordPress, go to Appearance and then Themes. I'm going to add new theme. And here I'm going to search Neve. And I'm going to install and activate this first result. Now once installed Neve, go to Plugins, click on Add New Plugin. And here in the plugin, just search Advanced Custom Fields. And here, this first result right here, and click on Install. Now once Advanced Custom Fields is activated, go back to your instruction right here. We gotta instruct Pline to execute this. Can you create an ACL.json sync file for these custom fields? Alright, so we gotta do that. Not before that, guys. We have to create a child theme. So this instruction right here should be appearing before creating a custom field. So let's just apply this command right here, apply this prompt, go to Pline. Now, make sure the GPT 4.1 Nano is selected. So we instruct Pline to create a child theme based off the active main theme, which is the Neve, and then run this. So you can see right here, it's now creating all the required files, the basic files to create child theme, and we are using the 4.1 Nano to have the minimal amount of tokens we will be spending. That's done. So we just double check Neve's site is now created the child theme. Now, once that's created, go to, again, your WordPress directory. You should be able to see the Neve child right here, which is this one. So you need to activate that. Alright, all good. Once it's activated, come back here, then execute this final manual prompt that we need. Can you create an ACL.json sync file for these custom fields? So we're going to paste the custom fields from these columns right here in our data, which is the go for. So all of this column. So we'll make it one column link per line. So I asked ChatGPT to fix the format. So copy this. So it will be one column link per line. And then we're going to paste that right here and execute this in Pline. So go back to Pline. So let's paste this from just like that, and run this. Right, that's quite fast. So one thing that you need to change here is the custom post tag here in the JSON sync file that we created. So this is golf course, so that's our custom post type. Now, after that, save this. We're going to have to go back to WordPress, create our custom post type. So go to ACF and click these post types, add this, and here we're going to type golf course, right, just like that. So we have to correct the naming convention in our JSON file, which is this one. So that's the post type. So that's it. Save the changes. And the last thing is create a custom taxonomy. So come here, you can name your taxonomy whatever you want. So let's just name it as states. So that's the plural, singular, and the taxonomy key. And here, very important setting, select the golf course and make sure you enable this hierarchical option and then save the changes. There you go. You all completed the initial steps to run this one prompt to create our entire directory. So we could just gonna change this golf courses in Australia, and then main team will be Nave. I don't think we will need this or remove this custom post type because the name is golf course and the custom taxonomy is state. Now, here, just make sure these custom fields that we are requesting are correct. Let me just quickly do that. So we just need to refer to these custom fields that you're creating. So I think that's all we need. So here you can rename this to something else, nearby golf courses, things like that. And I think all the important things are done. Let's copy this. So this is our first test from here. And let's paste that here in Climb. It's just executed the first step. It did not execute all the things that I asked. So let me just do that once again. So the last message that it mentioned, it says, I will now proceed to generate the code. All right, so let's just modify this to follow the below steps and create all the 4 templates mentioned below with all the details. Now let's copy again this right here and execute. It cannot get our instruction property. So the emergency step, I will be switching it to 4.1 mini instead of nano. So hopefully this will understand the prompt better. So now we're using 4.1 mini. And again, let's copy all this. So this one should be at the top. And copy all these instructions and run that. So now it's creating. I changed it to GPT 4.1 mini. I think that's much better. So while creating this, we can now upload our data. So let's upload that by installing another plugin. It's called Ultimate CSV. Install this first result right here by Smack Coders. Now you need to watch this how I'm gonna import the data if you haven't watched my previous videos. So we go to the importer and let's browse these business listings that we gathered earlier. So here, make sure you select the correct post type, which is golf course, and click on continue. And here we're gonna map the data. Make sure you select this drag and drop mode. And here for our WordPress core fields, we will just choose the name. And for content, I'll just get this rating for content, but we can decide later, or once you want to restructure your directory, then you can decide what will be the content of this core fields right here. Now, the important step is these terms and taxonomies. Oh, we don't see the ACF here because we forgot one more step. So let's go back first to post types here and go to field groups. We don't see there should be sync here. So we'll just check our ACF sync value. This is golf course. There should be a folder called new folder ACF JSON, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have to move the JSON file inside this. And now let's go back. We should now be able to see the sync. There you go. That's the one we need. And import this. Oh, there you go. Now we can go back and import the data again. Click on import and browse the file again. Again, going back to drag and drop mode. And we have to map it correctly. Here in the name for title. And here, I'll just put a rating for now. And the featured image, make sure you select the main image here so that it gets the featured image from the URL. And there you go. This is what I'm looking, the ACF fields. But before that, make sure you map this correctly. This is how you're going to do that. So first, drop the state, and then AMA, and then again, drop the state, and then hyphen arrow to the right, and then city. So this is going to create parent taxonomy and then the child taxonomy. Now let's go ahead and click on continue. And take this download post content external images, import this. So we have 100 records. I think while it's uploading, let's see if it gets created correctly. Let's go to all golf groups. Make sure you open this to new tab. Do not leave this page if it's still uploading. So open link to new tab. These are all the golf courses we need. Let's click edit. Oh, we forgot to map the custom fields, but that's fine. You didn't map the custom fields. You should be mapping that. Let me re-upload it again. But before I re-upload, even though without the custom fields, let me visit the home page. There you go, guys. This is what we need. Look at that. It followed all the instruction we required. So we have all the listings of state, but let's see if it will list the city. There you go, guys. This is what we need. So this is within the New South Wales, and these are the city. So state. So we should have 2 golf courses in Little Bay. Alright, so I think there's some error right there, but it's almost there. We just need to refine it a little bit. And here I want to choose state. So we didn't clean up the data here because look at this. Before uploading the CSV, make sure you clean up the state name, no short and state name. But for now, let's choose one of the state. So it's not loading the city, so we have to fix that. So we're almost there. It's just that I think if we are able to use a most or more advanced model than GPT 4.1, I suggest using 2.5 Gemini Pro or 4.1, the GPT 4.1, not the mini version, before you prompt this single prompt right here, which we can test now actually. So what I want is delete all the created themes here. So I'm just gonna delete them. And then I'm gonna change the model to, let's say, Gemini 2.5 Pro. So this one will be quite expensive. So you can try with Flash first. So let's try the 2.5 Flash for now. So this one, 2.5 Flash preview. And let's come back to the prompt. Now we have to prompt this again. Let's see which one will work. So I'm gonna start a new task, so it will not recognize the memory here. So let's run this prompt. So that study created the taxonomy state, the single golf course, and for our front page. So let's refresh this page. So it looks fine. We have the search, and let's check one of the state. So go to New South Wales. There you go. It's listing the states, and it needs to list one, the content of Little Bay or inside the cities. Oh wow, guys, there you go. It's listing. So we have 2 golf courses inside Little Bay, which is one and this one. So we can fix the plater. That's an easy fix. So we go to the actual golf course, and there we have it. We have it, guys. And nearby golf course, it understood all the prompt right there. Really cool. So here, let's see if this drop down is working. So let's select the New South Wales. So it's not working, but let's refresh it. And New South Wales, the JavaScript is not working, so we can just simply say, okay, so it is continuing creating. I think it's not yet done with all the things it needs. Now it's done. It's also writing the style.css. Let's check now. Oh, guys, look at that. Now the JavaScript is working. It's still in the city. So let's browse by state, and look at this, guys. Wow, come back here. Look at that, guys. It's actually created our full directory. We just need to re-upload the CSV file because we didn't map correctly the custom fields. But clicking this, there you go. We have it. And then the nearby golf course, we just need to fix the CSS a little bit and we're done. Really cool, guys. So we're almost there. We're going to refine more our prompt and we're good to go. We will be trying more models on which model it can follow better. So that's about it, guys. So hopefully it is helpful for you. See you in the next one.